Going to the junkyard. Woo! That's mechanics at its finest. What is happening, 7-3 fans? Welcome back to the 7-3 Garage. We are going to be starting, I think this is like part 4 of the build series with Michael's white 1997 F350 crew cab long bed truck. We have some basic things today that we're going to be taking care of. Number one being this bumper. I think I showed you guys in one of the last videos. I ended up finding one at a yard, ended up cleaning it up, and kind of lost track of time and wasn't able to get it on there. But Michael was kind enough to drop the truck off, and I'll be talking about some of the other parts we're going to be ordering up as well for this thing coming up within the next couple of weeks here. But we're going to be working on the bumper today, and I'm also going to show you the debacle that we're going to have to handle with the tailgate and some of the stuff that we're going to be taking care of today, which is going to be fun. Don't mind the horrible headband on my bald head. It is hotter than you know what down here in South Florida, and sweat gets into my eyes, and it makes me angry when I'm trying to focus and do stuff. So bear with me on that. Let's jump into what we got going on today. Those of you guys that have seen the build series on this truck so far, this is going to be familiar. But again, this is Michael's 97 F350. This truck was used to pull a boat and was taken to the boat ramp down here in Florida, and salt is the number one enemy for OBS trucks. So giant hole, someone keeps blasting holes in his ship, and we're going to be taking care of that today. Just some generalized rust here and rust on this side, so we're going to be taking care of all that. Just to show you guys the bed as well with this, there's giant holes here, just again from rust. This thing was just driven to the boat ramp, and I believe it had not been washed off properly. So that's what leads to the end of these beds here. But we're gonna be getting a new bed for this truck coming up soon, and it should be good. So we're gonna change the bed up. He's got a laundry list of things that this truck needs, but overall she is mechanically sound, runs very strong. You guys have seen that in some of the other videos with this thing. Let me show you what we got working on the inside of the tailgate. Here's the problem with the tailgate, okay? All this diamond plate steel that comes around here is fantastic, but this happened to him recently, right? Tailgate doesn't work. Well, jump on the inside here with me. I went to fix it, and whoever put the diamond plate steel in, which I don't mind it, I like it, used rivets all the way across the bottom of the tailgate here. So that is going to present us with a little bit of a challenge to get those out of there, and we can actually open this up and see what is going on, so I can fix the linkage inside here so the tailgate can work like it's supposed to. So I'm going to be taking these rivets out. There's a couple of Phillips head hardware, actually 2 on each side. I don't know why they chose to do whatever. So I'm going to be taking this off here, and we're going to see if we can fix that today. So before we get started on the tailgate, I'm going to do a time lapse for you guys, and I'm going to be spraying all the hardware underneath that holds this bumper on. I can tell you right now, it's going to be a giant pain in the ass getting these off. I don't think these have ever been touched since 1997 when the truck was assembled, plus the rust, the heat, all that fun stuff down here in South Florida. So I'm going to time lapse you guys right now, so you don't have to sit through watching me lube all these nuts and bolts up, and then we're going to get started on the tailgate. Okay, so while we let those things sit, we're gonna I'm gonna drill out these rivets here, get this off, see if we can at least lower the tailgate, but it's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt to service it in the up position. It's always gonna be better down. So let's see what we can find here. Like I said, I do have new hardware, new self-tapping hardware to hold this back down when we get this fixed here. So let's see what we can find. Okay. Cooperated, thank you. There she is. Not bad. This guy doesn't want to play for me. I love when a plan comes together. Okay, let's see if we can get this off. I may have spoken too soon. What else are you held on to? Snug. Okay, let's get this over here. Okay, so here's the, if you guys have never seen this before, this is how the mechanism works. Well, as you can see, it's not pulling the, I'm not even pulling the left side. The right side either. Oh, got stuck. There's your problem. So it's not pulling our lock here on this side. So looks like a plastic tab broke off. We'll see what we can do about that. I may have to, we'll figure it out. Let's see if we can get this thing off here. There she is. Ta-da. Oh boy, I got one cable. Okay. They stick, as you can see when I let that go. Actually, it's behaving now, but you can see it's sticking there. This is a product I like to use. Let me see if I can focus in for you guys. Made by CRC. It's called Knocker Loose. I get it at a local electrical supply store by me, and this stuff is unbelievable for penetrating salmon. So these guys, I just learned, are called rod clips. They go right onto your threaded rod here for the tailgate handle that connect to the tailgate handle. And I just looked up, and O'Reilly's got some of these guys. They're just an aftermarket one. I think it's like a Dorman or something, but they are not a Ford one, but they should do the job. I'm going to go get these, and we're going to come back and install this, get this fixed, button back up, and then we're going to start working on the bumper. I was able to find the proper one. I went down to the local O'Reilly, and here's the old one. As you can see, it's seen better days, just dry rotted, typical, with old plastic parts. Here is the new one. This came in a pack of 3. There's Ford, GM, and another one in here. So this is going to be a solution to our problem. I'll tell you right now. Let's get this thing on here. See how she does. How do they have this closing like that? Okay, perfect. It's the right spot here. Pretty much how that should be. There it is. Ooh, I like the snap. Ooh. Ta-da! Love it when a plan comes together. This should open and close no problem now. Actuates well. Ah. Man, I love it. Okay. I'm going to button this thing back up, and we're going to start working on that bumper. You guys are not going to believe what I just discovered. So here's our 2 hardware. They're roughly, I say roughly, a 7/8. So there's a nut on the other side of this bolt, and it's the same thing. So they're bolted through opposite side. Let that penetrating solvent. Classic. Can't do it with my hand, but was able to move it with a breaker bar, and our bumper's already loose. So really good sign. That knocker loose stuff is fantastic. This is going swimmingly here. I just backed that nut right off with my impact gun. Let's see if we can get this guy out of here. Yep. Oh, nice. This is done. How about that for some rust damage, huh? All right, here's our first one. Man, that penetrating solvent is real good. All right, let's see what we do with this guy. Ooh. No way. I cannot believe this is coming off. These, I think this nut might be welded to the frame. All right, I'm gonna get that close because this bumper is gonna be heavier than shit. Definitely a little rust in your eyes. All right, let's see how we do the final one here. Mind the stance here. This is all technical. All right. Let's see if this is going to go like I think it is. I'm up to date on tetanus shots. This thing almost hit the freaking ground too. Who cares? It's going to the junkyard. Woo! That's mechanics at its finest. All right, boys, here is the new bumper. This guy I found at a local junkyard and came off of, I believe, an F-150. But this thing is actually really nice. before I get it on there, I got to paint this up. I'm just going to hit it. I hit it a little bit to get it. Had some good rust hidden underneath here. But, oh, come on. Classic. But, yeah, you can see obviously the difference in the bumpers. But this thing I polished up, and it actually came out really, really nice. So pretty excited about getting this thing on there. So I'm going to get that thing taped off, painted up, and we're going to throw her on there. You guys never taken these off before? These being the tailgates, they're very heavy. This is what I like to call a man gate. They are not for the painted part. There's a finished product. I was gonna set my camera up. My phone started getting low on battery, and I ended up using my floor jack. Worked out really well. The hardware went right back in. I ended up using some, you guys know how I like to do business, use a little bit of the copper anti-seize, and that thing came out absolutely sweet in my opinion. Looks pretty straight. Pretty close to how it looked. But now we don't have a cannonball hole in this thing finally. Just coming together. Just needs a new bed, new tail lights. Should be looking sweet. That is all the time we have for this one, guys. The products that we're going to be ordering for this, I'm going to keep a surprise and show you guys, do a little product reveal once we get all the parts in for this thing. But we're working on some cool things with the suspension, just a lot of refurbishing and getting things back on track where they need to be. So really looking forward to all that stuff. As always, guys, thank you for the support and all the content. Appreciation. I really do appreciate everything you guys do for me. And that's it. If you guys got any questions, you know where to find me. My name is Brandon. This is the 7-3 Garage. We will see you next time.